I'm Brent, I'm with Iowa Rural Water, and I'm here today with Dan McGinnis of Central Iowa Rural Water. Dan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm the supply/treatment manager for Central Iowa Water Association, and this is one of the treatment plants that I'm responsible for, and you'll see a little bit of that today as we tour it. I've been in the industry for almost 30 years, and most of that time running treatment plants for different utilities. Most of them municipal utilities, but for the last 10 years I've been with Central Iowa Water Association, which is a rural water utility.
I'm here with Jerry Buskell. He's also with Central Iowa. What do you do, Jerry?
I'm the one that's here. I operate the treatment plant here at Waverly. I've been with Central Iowa Water since '99. Started in the distribution end, went to the construction. When we first started building the treatment plant, they sent me up here as inspector on the build. I worked with the build every day from day one. I got my first grade 1 license in treatment 3 years ago. I'd already had my distribution grade 1. My daily duties are the normal operating of the plant, troubleshooting, repairing. I've always been mechanically inclined, so having some mechanical background and stuff is very helpful. I love hydraulics, so hydraulics is a great field to be in. I never knew I'd be interested in lab work, but it is very interesting learning how to keep the water in line. I have since, in the past year, upgraded to grade 2 with both my treatment and my distribution license, and I hope to keep going further. I love being challenged in the water industry. It is a great challenge, and it is very satisfying when everyone says how much they love it. So it is very rewarding.
And what kind of education did you have to get this?
I have 3 years of college, and that and the experience in the water treatment industry allowed me to take the tests that the state required to get licensed. And I'm a grade 4 licensed water treatment operator, which is the highest level that you can get in Iowa.
What's the favorite part of your favorite part of the job, Dan?
Oh, I think what I enjoy best and what I always have is I'm not the type of person that can do the same thing over and over all day long. I'm just not me. So for me, it's the variety of what I do. I can be in the lab testing for contaminants. I can be in the field, in the distribution side with leaks. I can be in our treatment plant repairing pumps and motors. I can be working on our computer system, operating that. So it gives me a real variety of skills and different duties during the day to handle. And so I think it's the variety that I enjoy. But in the end, for me, it's the job of supplying safe drinking water for the people that I serve.
What's the favorite part of your job, Jerry?
The fact that every day you can keep making things work better. I enjoy the lab. I enjoy troubleshooting the lab. I guess being challenged every day, even though it's a brand new plant, there's always things you can tweak a little bit, and just learning the system. Every day you can learn something. And I think that's the thing I enjoy most, is just keep learning.
Now, Dan and Jerry, what kind of technology or high-end advances in technology do you guys get to work with each and every day that is really going to kind of stand out?
I think the SCADA system, which is the computer system that operates the treatment plant. I think that's probably been the biggest change I've seen in the last few years. To have a computer control system that will actually start and stop whatever process, whether it's the well or the reverse osmosis skids or the pumps, and to work with that so that it is doing part of the operating that you used to do manually. I think that's been a big change and probably the highest technology that we've had.
I would agree on that. For someone that was 3 years ago couldn't start a computer, to being able to operate a plant like this, they've built such user-friendly programs now that it's, I first started, I called it computer for dummies, but you have to know how to get into it, but it is so user-friendly that it doesn't scare you. After about a week working with it, it wasn't scary anymore. You could just work with it.
All right, man. Where do you guys get your water from?
Okay, we're a groundwater plant, which means we get our water from wells. We have 2 wells here close to the treatment plant. They're called Cedar Valley Aquifer wells. They're limestone wells, about 250 feet deep.
Wow. How much water do those wells produce daily?
They are capable of producing 2,500 gallons per minute, depending how much water we want to put through the plant. They're usually producing about 1,500 gallons a minute.
That's a lot of water out of 2 wells.
So each well is capable of about 2 million gallons a day.
Wow. How many people do you guys serve approximately?
Out of this facility, we're probably serving 4,000 connections.
Quite a few people. Now, this is where your water actually comes into the plant, correct?
Yeah. Yes, these are the 2 wells. They come in individually. A well, of course, those are marked 1 and 2. Come into a common header here, and then we'll go up and overhead, what we can't see, and then into our RO skids. So the water comes from the wells, from this common header, down into this cartridge filter, which is just a simple particulate cartridge filter, removes any debris that might be loose in the well. Goes through a pump here, it's pumped up to about 130 pounds of pressure, and then goes into the reverse osmosis membrane. And all the membranes together, which are in these white containers, is called a skid. 2-pass skid, the water is going first through these 18 sets of membranes that are in these containers here. We'll pass through there. A lot of the water's treated there. That doesn't make it through those membranes, we'll get a second chance to go through these 9, which is the second pass. And then the water is either leaves there as permeate, or a little bit of that water leaves as concentrate or wastewater.
So Dan, this looks like a really cool lab. What all happens in here?
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate. This is a pretty nice lab for a facility our size, and we're actually pretty proud of it. But what we do here in this lab is we verify the water quality, the raw water quality coming into the plant, the processed water as it's going through the plant, and then the finished water that we're sending out. So we want to verify that the way we think the water's coming in is the way it's coming in, the way we think we're treating it is the way we're treating it, and the water that we're sending to the customer is exactly what we think we are sending to it. And we verify it with this equipment, whether it's a chlorine test or an alkalinity test or a pH or fluoride, bacterial test. We have the capability to run all those tests and verify, because we have online analyzers that are continually running, monitoring everything as the plant runs. But these bench tests are a lot more accurate and give us a much better idea of exactly what's going on, and verify that what we think is happening with the online analyzers is actually happening. And just to make sure that the water we're sending out is exactly what we think it is. It's a good, safe water that meets all EPA and DNR regulations.
And actually, Central Iowa last year won the National Taste Test Award for best tasting water in the country.
Yeah, we did. We're very proud of that. Very proud of that.